Second episode opens in Camlin, the high seat of Andor, 20 years ago. Morgase, Trakand, and Elaine glide down the aisle to the Lion Throne. Morgase is pregnant with Elaine. She speaks with the leaders of various houses. We learn that after a bloody battle for succession, she's being crowned queen. Said leaders kneel before her to swear fealty. Morgase vows to wipe the slate clean should they offer their loyalty. Suddenly, those standing behind the house leaders slit their throats. Morgase insists she cannot risk more betrayal and treachery. Now, the killers are declared the leaders of their respective houses. Elaine crowns Morgase as everyone chants for the new Queen of Andor. Now, we're back in the present. Elaine overhears Elaine and Perrin arguing in the corridor. Tensions are running high in the White Tower these days. Perrin stops by the room Elaine's cleaning to remark that her mother's coronation song is playing. What's Queen Morgase doing in Tar Valon? Sure enough, we see the queen with Lord Gabriel, her prince consort, and her sons Galad and Gawyn. Elaine trails behind them. Siwan makes the Andor party wait a beat before Elaine announces their arrival. We learn that Elaine is of the Red Aja, and Aes Sedai has always been among the court of Andor. When Elaine gets to Gabriel, she blanks temporarily on his name before recollecting her thoughts. This feels significant to the narrative. Next, our Amirlan seat asks Morgase about the purpose of her visit. Morgase has a one-track mind. She demands to know what happened to Elaine. Siwan promises to escort Morgase herself to meet Elaine. Meanwhile, Rand, Egwene, Moiraine, Lan, and Aviendha continue their trek to the Aiel Waste. Elsewhere, Perrin, Loial, Bane, and Chiad arrive in the Two Rivers via the Ways. Loial looks pretty damn exhausted. As it turns out, if an OJ is away from their steading, a disease called the Longing takes hold. It inevitably kills them. Perrin uses his wolf brother abilities to sniff out the arrival of a man and a woman who also used the Ways. They smell like ash. Later, Elaine reunites with Gabriel and her brothers. Gabriel warns that Morgase has a head full of steam. She's not happy. Elaine assumes her brothers are there to train to become warders, but Galad and Gawyn reveal that the Queen of Andor wants to take Elaine back to Camlin. Meanwhile, healers of the Yellow Aja stand above Mat. They attempt to parse his clouded mind. After this attempt, Rima explains to Nynaeve that the healer's weave wouldn't hold. Mat's mind is a hot mess. Rima compares healing it to bringing someone back from the dead. That said, they'll monitor Mat closely. At the same time, Siwan and Morgase head to Elaine's quarters. Siwan casts aside her Amirlan seat armor for a softer approach, revealing that Elaine is safer in the tower than anywhere else. The alliance between the Lion Throne and the White Tower is crucial to maintaining peace in the West. Then, Elaine and Morgase reunite. Morgase gets down to brass tacks. She's here to take Elaine home. Elaine protests this, insisting she hasn't had enough time here. She still needs to go through the arches. Morgase reveals Elaine will receive an honorary serpent ring, though. However, Elaine wants to be the first full Aes Sedai to sit the Lion Throne. Next, Lan and Rand train with swords while Egwene and Moiraine watch. Moiraine notices bruising on Egwene's neck. She asks if Rand is responsible. Egwene brushes her off, insisting she's only there to protect Rand. Moiraine asserts they're on the same side. Aviendha returns with dinner. She spots Rand's sword training and wonders why the Karakarn is wasting his time with swords. That's not the Aiel way. She explains to Egwene and Moiraine that Aiel prophecy states that the Karakarn will save the Aiel people and destroy them. It's a 2-for-1 deal. Wetlanders don't understand bargain deals like the Aiel. Later, Perrin, Loial, Bane, and Chiad head into Perrin's village. Home, sweet home. There, Perrin reunites with Egwene's mother, Meryn, Rena Mahoney. She reveals that much has changed since he and the others left. Whitecloaks pass through regularly now. Meryn insists that Perrin and his pals must hide with the others. Then they can leave the following day. Meryn leads to the Winespring Inn to find Alana and Maxim in hiding. It's a small world, after all. Elsewhere, Morgase asks Elaine for intel. Elaine reveals that something awful happened in the White Tower, enough to make everyone stand on edge. Support for Siwan is wavering among some sitters. At the same time, Elaine and Perrin warn Siwan about Elaine. Many Aes Sedai still support her. After all, Elaine lost the Amirlan seat to Siwan years ago. Elaida is very good at digging for information. Then, our trio meets with Min, who's posing as a servant. Perrin has Min infiltrating powerful circles in the tower to gather info. Siwon asks Min about her visions. Min reveals that a significant battle is on the horizon for the White Tower, culminating in the deaths of countless Aes Sedai. Meanwhile, Matt has fun with a gal pal impressed by his horn. Her friend arrives to inform them about Galad and Gawain fighting shirtless. Matt ventures out of his quarters to watch the spectacle. He's unimpressed, but all the other novices are swooning. Nynaeve and Elaine are also there. After the show, Elaine and Nynaeve meet Siwon in her chambers. Siwon tasks Nynaeve and Elaine with rooting out the rest of the Black Aja in the tower. Liandrin undoubtedly left a few members behind in her wake. Siwon admits it's challenging to trust even her most trustworthy advisors like Lean and Perrin. However, she knows Nynaeve and Elaine are uncorrupted. Elaine will also go through the arches that night. Elaine informs Nynaeve about her upcoming departure. Morgase is there to take her home. Her duty is to the Lion Throne. Nynaeve reminds Elaine that her test is fast approaching, though. She storms off in silence. Later, Meryn tells Perrin that the White Cloaks are looking for him. Dane Bornhald is on the hunt for Perrin after the latter killed his father, Geofram, in Falme. Alana and Maxim reveal they were attacked by Trollocs. Trollocs have returned to the area, which is fun. Perrin insists that if the White Cloaks are after him, he'll turn himself in to save the village. Meanwhile, Egwene dreams about her traumatic experience in Falme. Rhenna chokes her, spitting blood into her mouth. While Egwene has a bona fide nightmare, Rand and Lanfear get cozy in his dream. Lanfear wonders why Rand isn't going to Tyr anymore. It's hard to protect him if she can't find him. Lanfear insults Egwene, which Rand doesn't like. She believes Egwene will see Rand for who he really is. Back in Egwene's nightmare, we see Rhenna is actually Lanfear. She continues choking Egwene. Suddenly, Egwene finds herself in the Aiel Waste where she meets Bear, who tells her she shouldn't be there. Egwene wakes up. Rand comforts her, reminding her she endured so much trauma while with the Xianchen. Later, Matt and Min reunite. I love their banter together. Min laughs as Matt listens to Galad and Gawain have sex with his lady friends. It's torture for him. Min reveals that Siwon wants to meet Matt and to bring the Horn of Valere with him. At the same time, Elaine tries on her mother's crown. Gabriel enters, complimenting her new look. He discloses the situation in Camlin. It's not good. The line of succession to the Lion Throne is under threat. Next, Matt boasts about blowing the horn to the Amerlin seat. Initially, Siwon humors him. However, she reveals that once he dies, the horn passes to someone else. So, proclaiming loudly about blowing it to everyone within earshot and getting his portrait painted with it might not be wise. Someone might try to kill him for it. Siwon takes the Horn of Valere off Matt's hands before regaling him with a tale about her heroic uncle. Will Matt be a hero? Matt doesn't view himself as one. Meanwhile, Elaine tells Morgase she plans to stay in the White Tower. She insists her devotion is to the Lion Throne, but she wants to earn it like Morgase did. Plus, she can fortify the alliance between Andor and the White Tower. Morgase honors her daughter's wishes. Elsewhere, Moiraine urges Rand to channel. He must do this as the Dragon Reborn. Rand explains that channeling is simultaneously sweet and poisonous to him in a terrific monologue. We see weaves encircle his forearm, both black and fiery gold in color. Later, Siwon wishes Morgase safe travels as the latter returns home. Morgase informs our mother that Elaine's brothers will remain at the tower to begin their warder training. Elaida will also stay. Siwon remarks that an Aes Sedai advisor has been in Andor for 1,000 years. Morgase insists that the tower needs all the strength it can muster. And who is stronger than the woman who almost bested Siwon for the Amerlin seat? Next, our traveling crew finally reaches the Aiel Waste. However, they run into trouble. Avienda demands to know who told the Aiel of their arrival. Suddenly, they're beset by an Aiel clan, including Bear and Ruark, the clan chief of the Tardad Aiel. Egwene recognizes Bear from her dream.